Namaste everyone, and welcome to the Anchor to Light meditation. So here we are. Anyway, the topic for today will be the secret of impermanence. You know, if you've studied Buddhism, the Lord Buddha said everything is subject to change. And it's interesting, it's actually like a paradox or a duality. Impermanence, the secret of impermanence is actually the permanence of that impermanence. In other words, in plain English, the only thing that is permanent is there are always going to be changes. And if you remember many years ago, we shared a story of this student came to the teacher to learn meditation, spiritual practice. And I want to circle back to that because some of you, that's always one of the things you always say, I cannot sit that long. And just imagine this guy shows up to learn from the teacher, and the teacher said, okay, sit and meditate. So the student sat down. Before you know it, my leg hurts. The teacher says, that will pass. My shoulder hurts. That will pass. I don't know, my back, it's sitting for so long. The teacher said, that will pass. Okay? So the good thing about this student is he had one-pointedness, constancy, aim, and effort. So he said, okay, I'll keep going. So days go by, weeks go by. He keeps coming in. Yeah, sure enough, he noticed less twitching of the leg, less tightness in the back, less neck issues. So he was able to meditate. And one day he was so happy. He came to the teacher and says, Master, guess what? I was able to experience that stillness, that bliss, that's amazing energy. The teacher goes, that too will pass. And the student goes, what? Anyway, that's where the Zen story stopped, but let me just kind of extrapolate from there. And I remember my teacher used to say, and if you ever read the book, Existence of God is Self-Evident, the last book he wrote before he left the body, he said, the inner world is a series of light and darkness. So if you think about it, even when you're experiencing stillness, a lot of people, that's like, man, I've reached the peak. But in reality, I've shared this with you before, stillness is not the objective. For ordinary people, it's like, just to be calm is already a big objective. And a lot of you say, yeah, man. And then as we go through these meditations, you go, not only is it calm, at some point there's stillness. See, calm is just simply your emotions aren't going crazy. Your mind's not jumping 1,000 miles per hour. You know, there's like, you still feel something, but it's just not chill. Mentally, okay, you think of one thing, maybe that. For most people, that's already an accomplishment. Okay, when you go on vacation, you go on holiday, to be able to do that on the beach, do that in the mountains, that's already a big deal. But that standard is only for ordinary people, people who are not serious about the spiritual path. When you go to the meditations, you guys go, yeah, it's so still. Still is like no emotion, no thoughts, just like blank, right? So you go, wow, that is good. You're experiencing a glimpse of stillness. And for a lot of people, that's like, man, I've reached the pinnacle. No, you haven't. And I remember my teacher said, stillness is not the objective. Do you see what I'm saying? Even when you think things are already permanent, there's still, this is what I strive for. The teacher says, that too shall pass. Strive higher. And then you notice that there are different levels of stillness. Just when you thought it was so still, and you experience stillness, like, you have to remind yourself to breathe. Right? At that point you realize, oh, I'm not the body. Because it is the body that breathes, and at that few moments, whatever that time is, depending on person to person, the stillness is such that you, the I, forgot to make the body breathe. Actually, it did not. It just slowed it down a lot. Okay? So, at some point in deep meditation, you notice that, wow, I see so much light. And you think, whoa, this is permanent. I've reached the peak. I've reached whatever level of enlightenment. Then it disappears. Right? It's just like you came to the teacher, Master, I saw this light. The teacher goes, that too shall pass. Right? And then as you persevere in your meditation, the light turned into darkness, like you're floating in outer space, like nothing. Now, for a lot of people who don't have a teacher, unless they're intuitively guided, they panic. They go, what did I do? What did I screw up? How come from light you went to darkness? And then the stupid mind of some people start saying, oh yeah, I'm under psychic attack because I'm so much light. That's the dumbest thing you can do. Okay, I know I repeat that a lot. It's because that is one of the things that is so irritating. And we have students, they've reached so much, they have so much progress. They're experiencing this, experiencing all the good stuff. And then when they come across something that is not their perception, what it should be in the spiritual path, instead of saying, okay, how do we understand this? What is going on? Instead of that, they fall back into, yeah, somebody's attacking me, the dark forces, and then guess what happens? They take a plunge, they complain. And which brings back that narrative of over and over again, oh yeah, the brighter you are, the more darkness comes to you. I go, one of those. So, remind me, okay? I'm going to remind you also, as you go through this spiritual path, if that ever happens to you or someone you know, just tell them, it's not like that. It doesn't make sense. You can't keep quoting the law of attraction that you're attracting light, and then the more you become brighter, you attract darkness. That's just stupid. Okay? Sometimes the shock treatment, wakes people up. So let's continue with the lecture. So in your meditation, when you see so much brightness, so much light, feels so good like you're in heaven. I've reached it. Then it disappears. Right? Remember, it teaches us this too shall pass. But that darkness is not darkness in a negative sense. You're experiencing a deeper emptiness, deeper nothingness. So that is actually a stepping stone to even brighter light. So that's why if you experience darkness, like there's nothing here, but it's so quiet and still, and you tell a teacher that, teacher will say, that too shall pass. So everything's changing. The only thing that's permanent is whatever you think is permanent will become impermanent. Get the idea? I know it's a play on words, but that's the whole idea. And that's how you deal with it. When you're doing your meditation, spiritual practice, I've reached a certain level, or I'm experienced, I'm talking to the angels, I'm talking this, and oh, that's wonderful and great. That too shall pass. Now, I know for some of you go, man, your standards are too high. No, it's not because my standards too high. I want to make sure you know what is happening. Because a lot of books, they just have one little good experience. They go, oh, I've reached the pinnacle. And they rest on that for a while. And then when things change, they can become depressed. That's the difference of having teacher and no teacher. Okay, I'm not pointing to me. I'm pointing to my teacher. It's because without a teacher, yes, you can experience enlightenment, you can experience all these things, but it's just like trying to go to uncharted territory without a guide or a GPS. But if you have a teacher that has gone through that path, he can tell us, by the way, when you experience some darkness, that's nice, but that too shall pass. Then you have darkness, and that darkness is a time of adjustment. That too shall pass. And there's going to be more brightness. And the idea is you go like this. And it keeps going up, okay? But there's an interim adjustment period, and that's that. You go, all right, now at least I know what I'm dealing with, and I just continue my spiritual practice. Simple. It's all about what? Perception. I'm sharing that with you so that you won't get easily distracted by sensationalism. You see, one of the ways to get more subscription, more likes, more this and that on YouTube, Instagram, and whatever social media you're using. One of the ways that these people get a lot of these subscribers and followers is you have to kind of now and then, boom, give them a good explosion, right? Clickbait. And then suddenly go, oh yeah, you're under psychic attack. Know how to fix it. Of course, people are going to flock to it, right? And then they tell you something which works. After a while, it gets old. And then what? They have to come up with something. Let me see. Oh, how to knock your head with a coconut and then you'll be instantly enlightened. This is not what they meant, but that's a way to get you there. Sensationalism. So if you're the kind of person who does not value teachings, you just want to go for the experience, you're screwed. Because before you know, you're jumping from here to here to here to here. While someone who just follows a simple and structured path is continuously moving forward. And that's why my teacher used to say, these things come and go. You're going to have sensationalism. You're going to have people who claim to have talked to 20 ascended masters, and they'll give you the the secret of the universe by just pushing one button. They always come up with that. It's just like, you watch TV at night, and they usually do it, they do it in the weekend, or like after midnight. Okay? What do they have? This shortcut machines to getting healthy. Just this one machine, will work your entire body, and you can throw away all your gym equipment and throw away your gym membership. You seen those before? I have a few of those. You know where they are? Some of them some of them in the garage, some of them we throw away, some of them we give away. There is no substitute for consistent, intelligent, hard work. You get my point? So even with the pandemic and lockdown, as far as the physical body is concerned, you guys know, I always show you, I'm either working out in the gym or outside, and when the gyms were closed, I built a gym in my office. It's not one of those, one machine, I press a button and does my entire body. It's possible, but at some point, number one, you get bored, and number two, it doesn't work. So I just came from the gym this morning. I thought of what are the muscles I want to work, and I pounded it. Like, I punished my body. You remember that? Like, the soul needs to tell the body who's boss. I'm not going to go, it's okay, it's all right, you don't have to work hard, be a lazy ass, it's okay. No way. You do that, try doing that to your, if you have a horse, you have something that you utilize to work, they're going to get used to it. They're going to go, oh, okay, I don't have to do anything. So this get rich quick stuff, or get super healthy with one button type of deal, they don't last. Because if they last, the gyms will be empty. Nobody buying equipment. There is no substitute to really focusing, working that muscle, working this, working that, and just pound it consistently over a period of time. Same thing with your spiritual practice. Some people say, you just take this pill and you'll be enlightened. I like that. I've been looking for it too. And I found out from my teacher, constancy, aim, and effort. Set a schedule when you're going to meditate. Do your meditation at a certain time. Do the proper meditation. Do it over and over again, years to come. Set your time to do service. How many hours a week? Do it consistently. That's it. Simple. So whatever changes that you notice in your meditation, your spiritual practice, you just flow with it. It changes, now I'm experiencing this. Oh, tomorrow I'm going, a little tightness in the back. That too shall pass. I'm doing meditation. Oh, it's super bright light. That's wonderful. Okay. That too shall pass. And if your attitude is there, it's just, my objective is enlightenment. My objective is oneness with God. That is your objective. Everything else that we do has to be with that objective in mind. So that in mind, you go, okay, do I have to take care of my body? Yes, because the vessel has to be strong enough to handle the energy. Do I have to take care of my emotions and my thoughts? Yes, I have to make sure my relationships are loving and kind. My mind is sharp enough. I'm studying. Do I have to do my meditation? Yes, to make sure the soul is in control as I journey from point A to point B. Everything else is focused there. And I know in each part, the body, the emotions and thoughts, there will be changes. What's permanent about this is there will be expectation of changes. And if you have a teacher, you have certain teachings that you're studying, hopefully they are guiding you through that maze to get to your objective. They're usually not very sensational. For example, if you have self-realization fellowship, they don't have like, make a big old fuss, and no, they've been around and they consistently do it. Taught by the great teacher Paramahansa Yogananda. The book Autobiography of a Yogi, still a classic. We always recommend everyone read it. In Pranic healing, in Arhatic yoga, same thing. We were given the five pillars of Arhatic yoga. We are given 5 virtues, and even if you progress to be whoever you are, we still go back to them. And for some of you might be interested, because this year we'll be teaching it, not online but physically. Well, anyway, we'll let you know. The 5 pillars of Arhatic yoga is devotion to God, proper attitude toward teacher, purification, clean out all the stuff out of our system, meditations to intensify your spiritual practice, service and tithing, which is your insurance policy, because you don't know how much karma we built up in the past, right? So you want to have an insurance policy and also an outlet for that energy. And the fifth is book study, sharpening your mind. Now, I'm not sharing anything that you're not supposed to know publicly, because this is, if you look at the book Origins of Modern Pranic and Arhatic Yoga, that just spells it out. And so in our spiritual practice, we're constantly thinking of these 5 things. Are we spiritually connected to God? Do we have a guide, a teacher to keep helping us? Are we constantly purifying all the old stuff that comes out with spiritual practice? Are we doing the right meditations consistently? Are we giving money to charity and doing service as an outlet and also generate good karma? Are we constantly studying and sharpening our minds and understanding the spiritual path so we can apply all of these? And then from here, the other side, you have the 5 virtues: loving kindness, non-injury; generosity, non-stealing; honesty, non-lying; constancy, aim and effort, and non-laziness; and last one, moderation, non-excessiveness. So just with your hands, we're constantly reminded 5 virtues, 5 pillars. And so in our Arhatic Yoga, and I remember many times I fell into it, like, I'm doing my meditations and following the structure, and here enough I see an ad, in the paper or in the internet, Master, guess what? I read this thing. They say there's such a thing as instant enlightenment. So why? I didn't say it in this way, but in my mind it's like, there's instant enlightenment. Basically what I'm saying is like, why are we doing all this stuff? Right? He read my mind. You know what he said? Yeah. There's no such thing, but here's why they term it as instant enlightenment. It's just like saying when you see the baby come out of the, when a woman delivers a baby, right? C-section or natural birth. The minute the baby comes out of the body, that is like instant. From I don't see a baby to boom, you have a baby, right? But it took 9 months of preparation to get that baby to be that size to come out. So when somebody says instant enlightenment, and it's real, they're just looking at the time slot where, this person experienced that bliss and love and whatever else that they term to be enlightenment, but they did not talk about the years and lifetimes of spiritual practice this soul went through. See, and then I go, okay. Then I start to realize what is so-called shortcut is not really shortcut, it's for lazy-ass people. If you want to be successful, it needs time and effort and proper hard work, intelligent hard work. You don't believe me? Go learn it through experience. And I've asked that question before. You guys know this. I always ask this question. You can learn lessons from a teacher or from life. Guess who's kinder? The lazy ass one will always say, I don't even need a teacher or experience. I'll learn it myself. The teacher said, go knock yourself out. Take care. Bye. Good luck to you. I'll see you in 5 more lifetimes. Hit your head against the wall long enough. You'll have enough bumps on your bumps. You'll realize you need a guide. But some people think they can do it. So the teacher says, go. You know what happens though? Here's the funny part. People who are like that, it's like an egg thrown to a rock and the egg expecting the rock to break. That's fun, but somebody go, ow. Get the idea? Now, so when we do these meditations over and over again, week after week, what are we doing? You might not know it. We're actually training you to keep working for your spiritual practice. I know some of you go, but I read in the Bible, you don't work here for salvation. It's the grace of God, and so on and so on. I'm not going to debate that, because even if you're so-called born-again Christian, they don't say, by the way, you're now saved by Christ, do whatever heck you want. I was a Southern Baptist. I never heard that. They just say, okay, you're now saved by grace, not by works. Then they stop there and go, live whatever like you want to do. No, they say, okay, now because you are saved, you'll be kinder to people, you will do this, you will do that, you'll do service. I'm looking and go, true. You don't have to. But the manifestation of that salvation still means what? You work. It's always lazy-ass people just want to give excuses. I was one of them. I was number one in them. I mean, I would give you excuses upon excuses. I had a PhD until I met my teacher who won't tolerate my crap. He won't tolerate it. It's just every excuse I make, he goes, if I'm just going to get excuses from you. I don't need it from you. I can do it myself. And I don't have to sit there and listen to you. I go, that's logical. Okay, I'll stop. You see, I'm engineering training, right? So engineering training is you try it, doesn't work, well, change. Anyway, the whole idea of this talk is just to give you the proper perspective that you set your eye on the target. On the way there, there's always going to be changes. Some of them in your physical life, your emotional life, your family, your education, there's always going to be changes. And all of them are part of our learning process. So even though you feel like, man, how come things are not stable? How come it keeps changing? It's good change as long as, look at my hand, as long as the change is constantly end up something better and better and better. What you don't want is change that goes lower and worse and worse. Because change is good as long as it's what? It's making you more connected to God. That's it. All right, shall we do our meditation? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, thank you for your immense blessings. To my teacher, Master Chok Hok Sui Mahagu Jame, thank you for your blessings in full faith, and so be it. Okay, raise your hands in blessing. Okay, be aware of your heart, be aware of your hands. Just say, our hearts are one, our souls are one. Now visualize the earth in front of you. Be aware of your heart. Project beautiful pink light from your heart through your hands to the entire earth. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow unconditional love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. May every person, every being on earth be blessed with peace, with love. May all be blessed with a spirit of forgiveness. May all who are suffering be blessed with hope and with faith and a better tomorrow. So be it. Just bless the people you know going through challenging times. There's still so many being affected materially, as in financially, many affected with their health. Many, and these are oftentimes neglected, people going through mental and emotional health issues. May all of them be blessed with divine wisdom, with healing, inner healing, emotional healing, and mental healing. So be it. So be it. Where there's darkness, let me sow light. Where there's sadness, let me sow joy. Just be aware of your heart and your hands. Fill the earth with beautiful pink light, blessing every person, every being with peace, with love, with the spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light and joy. So be it. Just keep your tongue in your palate. Be still. Now be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. Again, be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. One more time. Be aware of your heart. Inhale. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. And stay there. Just be aware of your crown. You might feel a tingling, a pressure. That's a divine energy building up on your crown. Your crown is filled with so much golden light. Allow that golden light to just flow down through your hands to the entire earth. Just say, our souls are one. Our spirits are one. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed without exception. So be it. So be it. Just be still and just flood the earth with beautiful golden light. So it is. Now be aware of your heart and your crown at the same time. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Imagine even brighter golden light pouring out of your hands. Fill the earth from the center of the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being. May every person, every being in the higher worlds, middle worlds, even the lower worlds, let every sentient being in every dimension, every direction, above and below, be blessed with God's unconditional love and kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace, inner healing. Let all be blessed with understanding, with harmony, goodwill, and especially the willingness to serve and the willingness to do good. So be it. So be it, and so it is. Now gently lower your hands on your lap, palms up. Keep your eyes closed, keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Just be still. Now imagine a beautiful golden flame floating above your head. Be aware of the love within your heart. Send a stream of love from your heart up to the crown and into that golden flame. And stay there. Your entire awareness, your entire attention is now entering that beautiful golden flame. You're not the body, you're not the emotions, you're not the thoughts. You are the soul, a spiritual being of pure energy and light. That is your true nature. Just be still and know it. Wake up to your true nature now and listen. Be still. Be aware of that golden light. Allow your entire awareness to just simply drift deeper and deeper into that golden ocean of light. Be still and let go. And just let things be now. Gently, very slowly, move your fingers, move your toes, gently and slowly come back to your body. Just take your time. Slowly raise your hands in blessing. Let's release the excess energy our bodies cannot absorb. So visualize the earth in front of you with all your loved ones in front of you. Flood all of them with golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with prosperity, and with spirituality. So be it. May all be blessed with good health, with abundance and prosperity. So be it. May all be blessed with much happiness and joy. So be it. Now aim your hands down. Be aware of your hands, your feet, and the base of your spine. Just project golden light down into the earth. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. Just be aware of your hands and feet and the base of your spine. Just send golden light down into the earth. May all be blessed. Especially the angels of prosperity. May they be blessed with divine love and divine bliss. So be it. So be it, and so it is. Okay, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Thank you for your blessings. To my teacher, Master Choa Sui Mahaguju Meiling, thank you in full faith. So be it. Okay, I hope you have a good meditation, and I hope you learned something. So, anyway, here I am in Florida. So the time change seems to, I think we're going to be fine. So for tonight, it's going to be 9 p.m. here in East Coast, which is 6 p.m. in California. Based on what I saw on the schedule, it should work. If there's any changes, if I to take care of certain responsibilities, I will let you know ahead of time. Okay, so we'll put it on Instagram and Facebook just to kind of let you know the rest. If you're on the website, I'll have my assistant post something there if there's any changes. If not, the schedule should be the same, 6 and 10 California time, or 1 and 9 East Coast time, Florida time. And thank you very much for your comments. I really appreciate them. Just put them in there, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. I love reading them, and I'll give you the best feedback I can. I know sometimes it can be harsh. You kind of just, hey, snap out of it. That's nonsense. But I'll try to do it with the heart. But sometimes if you use too much heart, people don't get it, Anyway, namaste, everyone. We wish you much happiness, and we will see you in 7 hours and 27 minutes. Okay? Namaste. Take good care. God bless.